everybody, and welcome to The Search. I am Lisa, and boy, have I got some doozy today. Well, I actually seen something about this concerning Melissa Moore a couple weeks ago, okay? And it just really, at first I was like, I'm not bringing attention to her. I don't, but the more I kept thinking about things and seeing, everywhere I see Gypsy, I would see Melissa, like at baby showers. And just different things that Gypsy is doing. And as we all know, especially if you have watched the Becca Scoops, we all know that Melissa Moore has been a part of Gypsy while she was in prison. If you can remember, and like I said, I am really going to push Becca Scoops video in this because she really takes a deep dive on Melissa Moore. I'm not here to take a real deep dive on her. I'm kind of going after what she's done, and what I've kind of just put my own together and kind of want to put out there because I don't see anybody really talking about it. So you will see here that I have to speak over. This is just her interviewing when she first got out, just because of the music, and we don't need any copyrights, of course, but she is just asking like about their future. You can see Melissa's right on it because this is at the very beginning. So I just wanted to show her interviewing him. This is the book that she also helped her work on. And here they are talking again. As you guys know, she was involved in helping Gypsy get her story together. That's how I'm going to put it. While she was in prison, she met with the Blanchard. She got the medical records. She also helped get the books. She helped write with the books. She did interviews. I mean, she was on it from the time Gypsy got out, basically coaching everything and getting this narrative together because we had to make sure Gypsy didn't mess up, because if we proved that she did not, being Dee Dee did not have Munchausen by proxy, then, well, that would blow Gypsy's story to hell, okay? Well, guys, guess what? Gypsy, of course, new series is out on March 10th on Lifetime, okay? Now, I just seen where, guess who has another, because as if we didn't know. So if you don't know, Melissa's Moore father is the Happy Face Killer. Okay. And she has basically made money and tried to make a living, be an advocate, all types of things, get into being a criminal journalist, um, ever since this has happened, pretty much. Okay. We've had movies. I remember Dan Arcat did one, like, I don't know, 2013, 14. This has all been done, but apparently now Melissa needs her side and how she came full forth, and she had to face reality, and so we need to hear about it again, right? We know that she can concoct a story for Gypsy Rose, allegedly, but we need to hear this. Dennis Quaid, by the way, is playing her father. And if you look at Melissa's following, I don't know, all this stuff she's done to still only have 4 or 5 thousand followers on Instagram. I don't know. I'm not quite sure about that, as opposed to what Gypsy has. Okay, Gypsy came out screaming compared to what she has done. I mean, she has tried hard. She even had things with the four out of Cleveland. When that first happened, she dipped in that. Um, she also talked with Nicole Brown's sister. She's really tried hard, and, things just never could go right. And, finally some things clicked. She was on stuff for like 2 years. Here nor there. The point is, now there is another one coming out. Okay, and it will be out March 20th on Hulu, which Lifetime is also shown on Hulu. So that means that her and Gypsy will basically be debuting their shows, 10 days apart. I thought that to be a little ironic, you know. Maybe Gypsy could throw a little clout her way and help her with that. Now, what I also want to say is on this, on one of her interviews, and she talked about, you know, what she was going to do when she got off parole. She said, of course, she would be a family, you know, because this is when she was pregnant. But she also wanted to travel, and she mentioned going to Rome.
Now that you've had about 9 months of being out of prison and kind of seeing the world, and then you got pregnant, and then you're also still on parole, so you're still limited in a little bit of your freedom. But what are some things that you haven't yet been able to do since being released that you're still very excited about doing?
Honestly, travel,
Okay.
like traveling abroad. So, right now, it's one of those things that I can only go out of state so many times a year. So, and now I'm pregnant, so
Yeah.
even more restrictions. But, once we have the baby and, once I'm off parole, I really want to go to Europe, to Rome and just start traveling, see some things.
And I thought, Rome, of all places. And, you know, you better be careful being a felon thinking you're going to make, especially for what you did, honey. Because you might not be welcome everywhere as you think. Definitely keep Dubai off the list. I know that. But, and, but that always stuck with me. In fact, I've done a few videos on her, and I bring these things up, okay? Now, I go and I look at Melissa's Instagram, and she is currently was packing. And you know why? Now, here is an actual Instagram. It is filmed 4 days ago. And here she is discussing that she's getting ready to leave from, I believe they're out in California from where she was doing some things and going home. And she's talking about how busy she's going to be because they're flying out to Sicily and they're going to be in Italy and going to be looking at Airbnbs, and because she wants to rent out to artists. So she will be flying into Sicily. You can go, like I said, check it out on her Instagram. So I just need to cover because of music copyright, of course. Because she's flying over to Italy. Because she's going to fly into Sicily and then go to some areas around. Because she's going to rent out some Airbnbs in Italy. Isn't that where Rome's at, by the way? Because she wants to run Airbnbs for the artists to rent out. First of all, artists don't need you, honey, for an Airbnb, okay? They don't need Melissa Moore to help them with an Airbnb. Maybe just a regular person, but she specifically said artist. Um, and I just thought it was kind of a coinkydink how Gypsy has made comments of going to Italy to vacation, and now all of a sudden Melissa is purchasing property out there. Was that discussed? Could have been. I don't know. I want you guys to sound off in the comments because I just could not believe when I seen once again we are going to see the happy face killer. But now it's all about how Melissa has recovered from all of this. No, she's become a professional con and she is training Gypsy right along. Allegedly, and this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Just saying. So, anyway, that was all my thoughts tonight. What do you guys think about this? I mean, I don't think I'm too far fetched. And I sure don't think I'm thinking too deep into it. Remember, guys, never, ever stay too far from the enemy. Because I tell you, they're always working. They are always working. And we see y'all. We see you. Enjoyed this, that you subscribe, hit the thumbs up, put your notifications on. There's going to be a lot going on. I've also got a new series going on about my mother. And it is with her dementia. I also have a lot more true crime coming out, of course, is one of my main focuses. But there's so much to come. I'm excited about 2025. But I need y'all to sound off, y'all. I got to hear what you think about this new one coming out. And we'll march with them coming out together.